Hey everybody, how you doing? MDW back for another action figure review, and we've just passed nearly a week when Spider-Man has just come out of the cinema, Spider-Man Far From Home. I was hoping to get these reviews done last week and have a Spider-Man week, but they didn't turn up for whatever reason. They were just a bit slower this time. But today I've got the Hot Toys Spider-Man, the advanced suit from the Spider-Man computer game on PlayStation 4. I've been really interested in looking at this guy because people say it's literally the definitive version of Spider-Man you can get in Hot Toys. So let's crack him open and have a look at him. Guys, welcome back, thanks for joining me. So let's have a look at the outer box first. So we've got a bit of a different design rather than the standard Hot Toys. So you've got a picture of Spider-Man on the front of the box with the advanced suit, Marvel Spider-Man, the logo from the computer game. Then you've got the Spider-Man symbol on the side of the box. Then there's a couple of shots from the game, kind of behind the picture of the figure. So that's really cool. Just got little bits from the game. And then the box opens up, it's magnetised inside there, which is quite a nice little touch. Opens up and we've got the figure within that you can see in the window box packaging, and then on this side you've got a bit of a blurb there, so it's literally the cast and the crew, I believe. Yeah, so it's all named, all the sculptors and the production designers and everything like that there. And then you've got this kind of really cool like kind of Spider-Man sticker inside the box here. You guys can see that. I'm not too sure what that is yet. I'll have to have a look, see if it's part of the actual toy itself. Perhaps it goes on the base or on the back wall that comes with him. There's like a big web sticker in a plastic pack here. Let's have a look. But yeah, there's the figure. Let's crack him open and have a look. So everybody, here is Spider-Man outside of the box. So if you guys haven't played Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4, check it out. It is an absolutely superb game. Loads of kind of free world stuff that you can do, plus a really good story. They've just nailed everything with it. The voice acting, all the bads, you know, there's loads of baddies in it. Loads of cool side missions, loads of customization, loads of suits, everything for every single fan. So yeah, definitely check out the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game. So this is the version that you actually start with in the games. You start with your standard Spider-Man suit, but you get this given to you quite early on in the games, the Spider-Man Advanced suit. I really like the design of the suit actually. I think it kind of brings Spider-Man a bit more up to date, you know, kind of, you know, in our present time. You know, he's worn the suit for so long, the original suit, obviously we all love it, but it's quite cool just to see kind of, say the advanced suit, but kind of the evolution of the Spider-Man suit perhaps into the modern day. We've seen it sometimes with Superman where he's lost his red pants and they've kind of made his suit a bit more, you know, kind of dulled down, but they haven't really done it with this one here. They've added a bit more white to the outfit, so they've introduced like the third colour to it, which I think works really well with the big spider. But let's have a little rundown first, the articulation of this figure, because he has got obviously pretty much an all-in-one bodysuit on, again, just like a lot of the superhero figures do, but he is actually quite articulated. Okay, so his head is on a ball joint, swivels left and right, goes up and down just a little bit. There is no alternative head in this, but it looks like his head does come off like it's on a ball joint, so perhaps you could switch it out with a Tom Holland extra head if you had one of those floating around from one of your other Hot Toys. Then his arms move up, probably going to get him to about there, I imagine. Does a little clicking thing so you know you're doing the movements right, but yeah, probably about that far up you're going to get. Obviously the suit does do some restrictions, that's probably about as far as you can get forward and about as far as you can get back. You don't want to rip all this kind of material that's on him. Then he's got obviously a joint at his elbow and his arm swivels at the bicep, so you know you've got a bit of a movement there, so you can move it out there. And then obviously the joint at the elbow as well. Hands swivel 360 degrees and are interchangeable, so there's no difference there. Quite a bit of a torso crunch you can get on him, so you can literally pull him forward quite a bit. You guys can see that, and he goes back, and there's a little bit of a swivel you can get as well. Again, you kind of don't really want to ruin the costume, but the costume is quite interesting. It wouldn't say it's loose fitting, but it's padded up quite well, and in some places it feels quite loose. You can see, guys, if you move it there like that, you can see there's quite a lot of room for movement in the suit, which is really nice. So you don't really feel like it's kind of on its edge of just about to rip or anything like that. You can actually move it, and there is actually quite a lot of room for movement in the suit. It's a lot more kind of rubbery and a lot more manoeuvrable. So yeah, that's really nice. That, you know, it almost kind of folds a little bit. You can go up there like that, you see. So yeah, you know, I was really pleased with the amount of movement, and it didn't feel like I was literally going to break the suit at all. So legs then, as you can see, the suit really restricts his leg movement, so this is about as far as you can get there with the splits. Obviously, it's all, the seams are all stitched up there. his leg moves forward a little bit. It's probably about as far as you're going to get. Doesn't really go back much. And then there's a bend, obviously, at the kneecaps with the double joints. That's probably about as far as you're going to go up with it. And then his foot has a joint at the ankle there, and there's also one at his foot as well. So you can put him into other poses there, like sticking on walls and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a decent amount of movement for the figure. You know, I was quite happy with it. I've seen poses online and on the promotional shots of people doing crazy positions with them. You can do positions like that. I would spend time perhaps working the joints and working the material, a little bit, so that you don't just do it straight away and rip it. And they do advise you as well to not keep them in that position for very long, otherwise you will ruin the suit permanently. So, you know, you probably have to just pose him statically when you're not obviously having a little look and playing around with him or whatever. But I would not pose him in some crazy kind of crazy move pose if you want to preserve the suit. So let's have a close look at the figure now, guys. There's no paint app errors or any kind of bleeding or anything on my figure there. It is a nice vibrant red, come see with Spider-Man. It's not kind of bright red, more like Tom Holland's outfit is. It is a dumbed down red there. The white contrasts it really nice. Crazy bright white, and then the blue as well, obviously. Classic Spider-Man blue. Again, not a bright blue like we see sometimes perhaps with Spider-Man. It is dumbed down a little bit, as you guys can see. More kind of like the original kind of movie costume. You know, it's a little bit darker blue. And he's got these great little white bits that, you know, come into the costume every so often around the hands and the back spider. Sits, you know, looks really nice on the dark blue there. And then the lenses obviously as well, a kind of a white gloss finish over the top of them, black, and obviously the eyepieces are removable as well, which we'll go into. But yeah, there we go, guys. I mean, that's, you know, pretty much the costume there. He's got no boots on actually in this one, so it's just like blue all the way down. He's got these kind of crazy little sneakers on over the bottom of his feet there. There's some interesting bits on the actual costume, the stitching as well. So he's got these lines, you guys can see that I put on there as well. Go faster lines or something, I don't know, all the way down the suit, so it just adds a little bit more on his biceps there as well. He's got these kind of little padded bits as well. The whole costume feels padded here and there as well, so the press on his chest there is quite squidgy, so I think they've padded the buck out a little bit, but they've left enough room so you can actually manoeuvre the costume well, which is really nice. You know, you can feel it. There's padded all the way around his chest there, padded around his arms. I don't know whether it gives him a bit more protection perhaps, or makes his, you know, makes the figure look a bit more bulky perhaps. But there we go, yeah, there's a look at a close look at the figure. So Spidey comes with quite a lot of accessory with it. That's what I like about this figure as well. You get loads from the game, all the pieces are in there. So you've got this little accessory set comes in here. So you've got all the little gadgets you get with your spider web shooters. You've got like the electric spider webs, the kind of little funny pumpkin bomb things there. You've got like the mobile phone, which I really like, and it's got this little kind of, I don't know if it's a communicator. I can't remember, I haven't played the game for a while. Something picks up in the game, like some sort of USB file or something, mobile phone. And then the additional hands you get with don't have the web shooters attached to them, so you can literally attach these to the extra hands to have his web shooters on them. And you've got your little robotic spider that you do then cool little bits throughout the game with. It's nice, cool. It's like a really shiny red metal, black metal colour. Great. Then you've got his additional eyes. So you've got again a classic couple. They're kind of half open, and then obviously the suspicious looking kind of frowning eyes as well. And then he comes with a set of webs. So these guys you can remember from my review of the Tom Holland Hot Toys one from Infinity War. So again, they're made of clear plastic, very bendable, very flexible. I've kept these little bits here, and these will literally plug in to his web shooters, and there's a little web as well you can get at the end, which kind of fits on one of these. There's obviously instruction in the box, tells you how to do it, but you can pose him obviously with a swinging web or him shooting webs out of his hands, so that's cool. It's another posing option, so you get a load of them with it as well. You get a cute little Spider-Man doll. Now I can't remember in the game whether you have to shoot these or collect these things, or whether it's just something Mary Jane has possibly, but yeah, you get a little baby spider doll as well. It's really nice. Detail on that is really, really well done as well. Spidey comes with loads of hands with him, which I really like. You can pose them really well. Some Spider-Man figures or other Hot Toys you only get a few, but this one you get loads. So you have got, first of all, double web shooter, which is excellent. You get fisticuffs, 1, 2 clenched fists, because you do a lot of fighting in the game. You got a web swinging hand there, so you put the web in you got in the box, and you can do him swinging pose. You got the old peace sign there, taking a photo with one of his adoring fans. Then you got one there, it's kind of a half like reach out, so he's grabbing something there possibly with his fingers. Just open hand, and then you've got 1, 2 like kind of stick to wall poses. So loads and loads of hands with him. You also get a Spider-Man base, which is really excellent. You've got the Marvel logo at the top, Marvel Spider-Man, same kind of logo as the computer game, and then the white spider with obviously the advanced suit in the background. And obviously it's got the hole at the top there, which you put in the rod. It is the heavy duty rods that we've started seeing with these figures now, so you can pose them in, you know, flying in mid-air and stuff. So it's just like a reinforced rod there. You guys can see, you can click in, but you can bend that around, and that is so thick there. That literally plugs in the top, and it holds the entire weight of the figure as well. So you can put them in loads of cool flying poses, web shooting, dynamic, jumping, all this kind of stuff. And at the top of the rod there, you've got this little clamp. You get the world's tiniest screwdriver. Again, open this up. You can attach this to the clamp, and then literally use a little teeth here to open up, and the holes around the waist of your figure. The eyes are magnetised and come out quite nicely. The hands are like all Hot Toys, they literally just screw off the peg and then you get the other hand and put it in place, nice and easy. The bits of web fit into his web shooters quite nice as well. There's a hole in the web shooter, the plastic just fits in, and it's very sturdy actually, which is really nice. You also get a set of instructions with Spider-Man, very detailed, which also gives you kind of a rough idea of how to pose the figure, what the capabilities are of the suit, and also all the different hands and what kind of accessories fit in the different hands as well. So it's a really good guide. It also showed me what the mystery of the spider web was in the front case, which I said at the start of the video, and it is in fact his spider sense. So I'm going to show you that in a second. You'll come with a nice cardboard backdrop to the figure as well, a nice cityscape picture from the game. It's got legs on the back of it there, cardboard legs you literally put in place, and you can display it behind the base of the figure. So here's the spider sense, guys. So it is a clear plastic, and it literally attaches to the head ball joint there. You guys can see I can take it off there and just put the head back on in place. Really nice touch, gives you a bit more of posing options. So there we go, everybody. There is my review of the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Spider-Man Advanced Suit from the computer game on PlayStation 4. Really great version of Spider-Man. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, I urge you to pick this guy up. It's just a bit of a different thing to have on your shelf. The accessories are really good, everything from the game. The webs are really good, the paint application is really good, the articulation of the figure is very good considering the suit is really, really tight. I absolutely love this figure. If you're a Spider-Man fan, I would pick this figure up sooner rather than later. He is available now on certain areas, on eBay, perhaps from private sellers. I think this is going to be one of them ones where it goes out of production. It's going to be a lot of difficulty finding it, and it'd probably be one of those crazy ones which is kind of like £400, £500. So if you want to pick him up, I'd get him sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe. I've got the Far From Home reissue Spider-Man Tom Holland figure coming soon for review, so stay tuned. I'll get that up as soon as I can. Until then, speak to you all later. Take care.
Find MDW on Facebook and Instagram now at MDW_toys.